every year from 72 to today you try to select the best of the period of the year?
In almost every program there are very strong heroes, girls and boys, which use their inner strength to make some changes in the world. And this is like a red line of all the programs, I think.
I think it's a really good festival for young people, and a lot of student competition and film for children and young people.
Student films, because their production timeline is a little bit shorter, they have a little bit more flexibility in terms of exploring. It's more about exploration.
Because most both students and shorts tell stories that really goes a little bit further than just being a cartoon necessarily. It is a film that wants to tell something important.
Main point was to try to express the struggle that the character feels, and it's about a burden that society put on us about the ideal of heroism, that you have to be good and you have to do something with the things that you have. And I think that's very much a complex discussion about what should you do or what you shouldn't do to help the society. So we came with the idea to these girls that have superpowers, however they are not superheroes.
Well, the students' competition is really strong this year. Actually, after watching the first batch of the students' movies, I thought that some of them were much better than the main competition. So I was really surprised how good they are.
Yeah, it's good and very diverse, and thematically and techniques.
But as students, you have the opportunity to do things that are outside the typical realm and to play. So definitely there's a mix of a lot of different things. I think it's good to test different techniques in a shorter format.
And I really just try to combine all of those things together, live action and animation, because I think they're both cinemas. And I know that we need to make the difference between animation and live action, but for me it's like cinema is cinemas. I just try to mix them together.
I wanted to do a film on female sexuality point of view, because I feel it's a bit not a lot represented in the medias and the films, and I wanted to have this honest kind of point of view.
We need more happy films about sex and sexuality and female sexuality.
It's like feminism being seen in time-based narrative. So I thought that was good to see people, whether they're male or female, bring up these topics of LGBT stuff or women's sexuality.
I also wanted to create an atmosphere, and we should show in 8 minutes that you can show that it's the same process everyone goes through. At a certain point you grow up, you got all these people you want to impress. At a certain point you don't feel like you're fitting in. At a certain point you start finding your inner voice. So it's like a process that we all go through. And I think that because I wanted to make it like a poetic portrait, I think the animation opens that gateway to see past the fact that it's just a documentary or portrait about someone becoming the truer self, or about the LGBT community, but also something like coming of age.
The advice I would give is that you can do a flip book, and that's an animation, if you have a paper and a pencil. So use your imagination and trust your guts, not the people that put fear in you. That's it.
So I would say really explore the medium, really explore stories, explore how to tell stories, and find your audience, because there's usually an audience out there, and see if you can find those big stories that no one else maybe wants to tell.
Go ahead, and it's a really nice world that I discovered that I didn't know about 3 years ago, a lot of good community people.
It's time consuming and you cry a lot, but it's totally worth it. But you can do pretty much whatever you want with animation, so it's a great medium.